Hi and welcome everybody to another Age of Empires video on this channel. It's a long time ago and yeah, I'm pretty active on Twitch now. You can check out my Twitch as well. But what I want to show you here is a unique build order for islands. And I came up with that idea while streaming as well. And you see, I picked the Lithuanians this time, but the game before I randomly gathered the Lithuanians and I was up against Portuguese. So pretty tough matchup I mentioned. But then I remembered, hey, there's this build order by the Survivalist for 4 lakes. And I can do it maybe with the Lithuanians as well. And so that's the second time I tried it and it was pretty strong. And I think it's maybe a new meta. You only can do it with Lithuanians, so maybe it's too much to say it's a meta build order because you just can do it with Livs. But with Lithuanians it's pretty fucking strong and I didn't expect it to be that strong against two civs that are, yeah, maybe the best on water with Italians. Vikings, Portuguese, Italians. Those are the top tier civs on water, on islands. With this Lithuanians build you can easily crush it in feudal age, but you also can make an argument for growing fast castle age. In very late game I think you will struggle against the civs on water, so just go for feudal aggression. So what I do here is sending my first 6 villages to wood, like in the 4 lakes build order with the Lithuanians from the Survivalist. And then send one, yeah, that was bad pathing, could have gone here, didn't know it. So then I can go and fish the shoreline, and as soon as this villager have 10 food, he can build a dock. So now I can do it the other way around because it was a long way to travel. But yeah, dock is up, and then the next villagers will go. The next 6 villagers will go and get the buffaloes in. What is the weakness of this build and what isn't perfect now is you have to auto-collect some food. So you see my TC is idle for, I think 20 seconds or something, even more. Yeah, even more. So you're a villager behind here. And till you're up in Dark Age, maybe it's 2 villagers behind. That's bad, and I think you can balance it a little better. Maybe you can, yeah, maybe just send 5 to wood and the 6th one can go to Dark. And then you start earlier on food. So maybe that's a little fix you can do here, but it doesn't hurt you that much. 1.5 villager, I mean, it's a lot in early game, but your eco will be very good. You can produce more than 4 fishing ships with that build, and you still have enough food to click up, add enough wood to get up a second dock before feudal age if you want to, but normally you don't want to have a second dock before feudal age. So you see, there's a 5 on buffalo now. We'll go with 6, and then I normally get a rhino in, but I think in this build I sadly didn't have done it. It was just the second time, and yeah, the first one also wasn't perfect, but like I said, it also was successful against the Portuguese player. And here we are up against the Vikings player, and we are on 4000 elo, by the way, just for people that are interested in the elo and what level this is. Okay, so that was one too much on buffalo. So, it's the 14th villager, and I want to have more on food. Wood. Damn it, I mixed it up. So I want to have 8 on wood, and I have this now, you see. And I'm housed, that's also not what should happen here, right? Not get housed. Getting Loom in for it and building a house somewhere, maybe. Oh yeah, built that house. Okay, perfect. And now I get the Rhino in. 8 on wood, getting the Rhino in, and now we have 6 on food. It will go up to, where my villager count? To 11 on food then, because all the other 5 villagers will go to food. So now do a nice little trick, don't lose that well. Perfect. Okay, I see 7 on food. Food count is still good. We have out 5 fishing ships already. And look at the, we can do more. We could do more. Just more houses, more fishing ships. We could have an insane number of fishing ships. I think 6 or 7 in Dark Age, which is a lot comparing to our opponent that is just on 4. He will maybe go up to 5 as well, but yeah, when we want to go up Castle Age soon, we can go for even more fishing ships. So pretty intense, pretty sick build here. And also something I want to show you is what happens very soon. You see, I have 200 food in this Rhino. Almost 200 food, and I just almost need 300 food, but I also have the fishing ships. So what will happen is, I don't need that Rhino. I don't need it. I think I should have taken it earlier, and should have used both Rhinos, but yeah, you see, I wanted to get it, but then I would have 300 food, 400 food underneath the TC, and I don't need it now. I clicked up, so I cancel it, And 11 villagers underneath the TC. 5 will go to gold. I will get one. Yep, 5 will go to gold. And those 6 will go to wood. And you see what is left? We have 450, 850 food left here underneath the TC in theory. And we also have 5 fishing ships, could have been more, but I add a second dock way before I'm up to feudal age. My opponent is a little sooner up to feudal age. Yep, that's something I think. With the regular 20 pop build for islands, I'm up at 10 minutes, and with I'm up, I mean I'm in feudal age. I'm not clicking up. And here it's a little later, it's a half minute later. If it's perfectly done, maybe it's the same time, but you know, you have to auto-collect some resources here. Not auto-collect, some manually collection of food. And maybe you can fix it with one less on wood at the start, but this build order really is sick for islands. It's an adapted version of the Survivalist build order for 4 lakes with the Lithuanians. And yeah, I'm interested in what you think about it. It led to 2 nice wins above Vikings and Portuguese. I'm not sure about Italians, because Italians can have an even better uptime. Italians can be up at 9:30 because they don't need that much food. But you can see, instant third dog when I'm up in feudal age. He's still on 2 dogs and he can't add a third one. He just can't add a third one. I don't know, he's Vikings, that's why he's going for galleys. Also something I realized on this elo, it's usual to go for galleys for some players. I don't know why, because it's very tough to micro them all the while. And he's doing a good job, so I really thought, oh, maybe this build isn't that good against a mass of galleys or something. Or against just a good micro player. The galleys are faster produced than fire galleys. But yeah, you have to do that much with them, it's hard. I also already found him, by the way, with my fishing ships earlier. I know, oh, there's a dog. So that was, I was able to scout. And look at my wood count, it's still good. I have double bit-axe. I could add more dogs, but it isn't necessary, because I produce out of all of them. I also added a demolition raft, because normally you run into fire galleys, and then it's nice to have a demo raft. But, yeah, I didn't realize I was playing against Vikings. That was on stream, by the way. But also the demo raft is good against fishing ships. I will use it later. And, yeah. So here we go, we have a constant production, I don't know if I will get housed again. So that's something you should... You just shouldn't get housed, because it costs you some time and you want to produce. So I think I will get housed soon, but you can make it better. You see, the wood is there, the wood for the houses is there, that's not a problem. That build is very liquid, it's absolutely great. The Rhino's still up, the Rhino's still alive, I could get it. But I was a little bit panicking about, yeah, microing my... Oof, there's my demo raft, okay. I was a little bit panicking about microing water and getting the Rhino in, because earlier at that stream, in the first game, to be fair, I pushed in a deer on islands as well, and get a Rhino in at the same time, with Mongols, and then I lost the villager, because it was too much for me. And yeah, that's the problem with galleys, but that doesn't is interesting for that build. He's killing some fire galleys, but he is currently, all the time, you have to micro his galleys, and I can just produce them and send them in, and then they will do his job, their job. Okay, he's housed now, and that's the build so far. That's how far I get with that build. Just a lot of feudal pressure. Like I said, you also can adapt it and make it something like a fast castle and then landing maybe with Lithuanians, and just play the usual survivalist 4 lakes build. I think that's also necessary, possible with that Civ on that map. Also can be the plan here, but I think it's pretty crazy how fast you can get up 3 dogs and then, yeah, put a lot of pressure on your opponent. Now he's on 4 dogs, but to be honest, it's very late. 7 against 5 military, and his 5 military, yeah, it's just not enough, because there's all galleys and he's calling it. He also was like, what the fuck, after that game, and was also stunned. Yeah, I just adapted that build with getting randomly drafted Lithuanians and then remembered the Survivalist build. So thanks to Survivalist, I guess. That's it so far. I hope it's a build that helps you. Let's sum it up. You start with 6 on wood. You can make an argument for going 5 on wood. Then the next villager will collect shorefish till he have 10, and then he should be able to build a first dock. He will stay there, maybe at the house. He will stay there and get a shorefish in. You also should get out the fishing ships. And then the next 6 villagers will go to Rhino underneath your TC. And then you send 2 more to wood. Meanwhile, you can get in the first Rhino, okay, there were 6 on buffalo, and then 2 more on wood, and then you can get in the first Rhino with one of those 6 villages. And I think I'm not sure if it's a bad thing to have the second Rhino still alive when you're in feudal age, but I just didn't need it. I didn't need to get it, so I think it was fine. And when you click up with 20 vills, you should have 8 on gold, 8 on wood, and 12 underneath your TC, 11 underneath your TC. Why I had 11? Was it 9? Oh, no, it's fine. You have 8 on wood, 11 underneath your TC, and that one on shorefish, and building houses and docks. This could be your docks and house villager, okay? And then 11 of these villagers will go 5 on gold, and 6 on wood. And that's it so far. And then you make 2 more on gold, and then the rest is going underneath your TC, and you can adapt. You can go for full feudal aggression with 3 docks at least. Could add a 4th, I guess. You could add a 4th. It's important to get double bid-X as well. And just attack. Constantly attack with a lot of fire galleys. He have 5 galleys, that's right, but all of them are inside his docks, and they won't save him. Absolutely not. Okay. That's a strong build, in my opinion. You can say what you're thinking about it. Maybe I will add a list in the video description. And that's my first build that I've ever created. I'm not really created it, I just adapted it to islands. So credits to Survivalist as well. And that's it so far. Okay, now I'm over 10 minutes, damn it. I want to do it under 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. Bye-bye, and hope you'll see you on Twitch or on YouTube. And sign into my tournament and all the good stuff, okay? Bye-bye.